This video will show you how to modify a letter. Specifically, we're going to modify a permit. And when I mean modify a letter, I mean modify it for your conservation authority. Okay, on this permit screen, you can see that there's some options for things that can be done covered on the permit. And these options are controllable by you. If you go to the switchboard, you go down to custom letter options, regulations, then this would be proposed work list. So what we're seeing here is the same things that are on the drop down. There's a little description with them and permit type. I'm not sure what that does. Okay, next we have the permit letter, and there are some choices here. Where did these come from? Well, these were defined by the users of the program. Going back here, we have permit letters, standard with qualifier, standard section 28, etc., etc. All 6 of them were defined here because they have some special Pelee Island text. In this is the drop-down name. This is what will be put into the middle of the permit. The square letter qualifier, the program looks for this and then inserts text related to the qualifier, which is defined on a separate drop-down. So right in the middle of this paragraph, some other text is inserted. Okay. Permit deficient, and each of these has choices with some associated text, and permit qualifier. Okay, going back here to define those, permit qualifiers and deficient are in this table here. So if you pick deficient for fee not paid in full, this is the text that's associated. It needs an engineering report, this is the paragraph that's associated with it. So this would get inserted in the middle of another paragraph. Okay, I think that covers it for permits. If we generated this letter, the header would be pretty standard as defined for permits. It would take the name of the applicant, application for permit number 34, and then a description. That comes from these drop downs. When this letter is generated, it makes a sentence out of all these different drop downs separated by commas. Town of Amherstburg. Now this is to inform you, this was never gone beyond that. They would hand type that, so they want to leave that as ... And this was inserted in the middle of it because it needs an engineer from this drop down. And then it did the bottom, and since this is Town of Amherstburg, it inserted the person from Amherstburg that's associated with these letter types. Okay, that's about it. I just want to show you that. Going back here, if you go into the menu system, municipal support tables, I'm not sure which one this would be. Well, you can define your municipalities in general, but municipal building officials, possibly for their permits. And yeah, whatever one township you're in, you'd have to define a building official, and they would be their name would appear at the bottom of the letter. Okay, clear as mud. Each letter is different and has different support tables and different tricks, but it's largely controlled by the user through these menu systems. Oops, sorry. Through these custom letter options for planning and regulation.